Efron's pretty crazy because when he did
Pretty close, right? Look at that.
When he did Baywatch, he got really jacked up for Baywatch, and he said he almost died. He would
First time she had weight loss surgery, saying in order to tackle her physical goal, she first had to get through a major mental health hurdle.
I worked my butt off to get into shape and to like stay on a health kick.
Is that what a woman has to do in the world, is just lose weight to like get attention?
And I feel bad that, you know, it's made anyone feel horrible about themselves. But that's not my job. I'm trying to sort my own life out.
Some celebrity transformations hit the tabloids like earthquakes. Sudden, jarring, and impossible to ignore. Others happen quietly over time, until one day you're scrolling Instagram wondering, wait, is that even the same person? Whether it's for a role, a breakup revenge arc, or a long overdue self-love journey, these stars have redefined what it means to transform, inside and out. From wild bulks to shocking weight losses, emotional resets to full-on lifestyle overhauls. These are the biggest celebrity fitness body changes that dropped jaws and made headlines. Chris Pratt, from dad bod to superhero Greek god. When Chris Pratt first made waves on screen, it wasn't with six-pack abs or biceps the size of hams. It was as the goofy, slightly pudgy Andy Dwyer on Parks and Recreation. A lovable, snack-devouring slacker. And honestly, we loved him just the way he was. But when Marvel came calling with Guardians of the Galaxy, Pratt had to make a choice. Keep the nachos or pick up the weights. What followed was one of the most shocking Hollywood transformations in recent memory. In just 6 months, Pratt dropped over 60 pounds and packed on lean muscle, transforming into a legit action hero. He trained like a beast, running, swimming, doing triathlons, and followed a strict, protein-heavy diet. He even cut out beer, which for Chris was apparently a big deal. The result? A jawline carved by angels and a physique that turned him into one of Hollywood's top-tier leading men. And he's kept it off, proving he's not just Star-Lord by accident. Adele, the silent transformation that spoke volumes. Adele's voice has always been powerful, but when she stepped out in 2020 with a drastically changed appearance, the world was stunned. The British singer had shed more than 100 pounds, unveiling a transformation that left fans speechless. Not because of how she looked, but because of how little she said about it. No dramatic weight loss memoirs, no crash diet reveals, just a quiet entrance into a new chapter. It turns out her weight loss was less about aesthetics and more about managing anxiety. Adele reportedly turned to weightlifting, circuit training, and regular workouts, sometimes 3 times a day. She credits exercise as the anchor that got her through an emotionally turbulent time, including her divorce. And while tabloids made her body the headline, Adele made it clear she was doing this for herself, not for the cameras. Her message? Mental health first, everything else is secondary. Kumail Nanjiani, nerdy comedian turned Marvel beefcake. Let's be honest, Kumail Nanjiani becoming a human action figure was not on anyone's 2020 bingo card. Best known as the lanky, sarcastic programmer in Silicon Valley, Kumail's transformation into an eternal superhero was nothing short of staggering. When he unveiled his shirtless photo on Instagram, the internet melted down. Kumail openly admitted that Marvel provided him with the best trainers, nutritionists, and resources to sculpt his body into something from a gladiator film. But he also pulled back the curtain a bit, talking about the intense pressure and even unhealthy mental space that can come with chasing physical perfection. It's not attainable unless you have this kind of help, he said. Even so, you can't deny the man put in the work, lifting heavy, training daily, and eating surgically clean. Nerdy no more, Kumail now walks among the jacked. Rebel Wilson, year of health, year of headlines. Rebel Wilson's transformation wasn't for a role or red carpet, it was a personal revolution. In 2020, she declared it her year of health, and what followed was a disciplined, dramatic fitness journey that saw her drop more than 80 pounds. But this wasn't some crash diet. Rebel hiked, lifted, cleaned up her eating, and put herself first. Probably for the first time in a long time. The most shocking part? She revealed that Hollywood often paid her more to stay heavy. Roles for plus-size women were lucrative, but limiting. When she took control of her health, it wasn't just about the number on the scale. It was about fertility, self-worth, and resilience. Now she's a confident, toned powerhouse who uses her platform to talk about sustainability and fitness, and why being healthy should never be defined by just a look. Zac Efron, too ripped for his own good. Zac Efron has always been a teen heartthrob, but his Baywatch transformation took things to an entirely different level. The man looked like he was photoshopped into reality. Every muscle defined, every vein popping. But beneath the glossy exterior, Zac admitted the truth. That level of shredded isn't realistic, or even healthy. To prepare for Baywatch, Efron cut out sugar, carbs, and even water during filming days to achieve that ultra-defined look. He trained multiple times a day and slept with a strict recovery schedule. Post-filming, he confessed the whole experience left him burnout. These days, Zac opts for a more balanced routine focused on function over aesthetics. And honestly, the dad bod version of Zac might be even more likable. Jonah Hill, A Long Road to Peace. Jonah Hill's body journey hasn't been a single transformation. It's been a decade of trial, error, public scrutiny, and deep emotional healing. From his early days in Superbad to his sleek look in 21 Jump Street, Jonah has been on a roller coaster of weight fluctuations. Sometimes he slimmed down for roles. Other times he embraced his natural build. But in recent years, Jonah's approach has shifted entirely. He got into surfing, boxing, and most importantly, self-acceptance. He's spoken out about how deeply affected he was by years of body shaming and how fitness became more about feeling strong than looking thin. Jonah's not just transformed his body, he's reclaimed his narrative. That, more than any six-pack, is what really matters. Jessica Simpson, 100 pounds gone, baby. Jessica Simpson has always been in the spotlight, but after her third pregnancy, she found herself facing her most personal challenge yet, shedding the 100-plus pounds she had gained. But instead of chasing fad diets or cosmetic shortcuts, Jessica committed to consistency, and the results were jaw-dropping. She partnered with Harley Pasternak, a celebrity trainer who built her a program focused on walking 14,000 steps a day, eating 5 small meals, and sleeping a full 7 hours every night. No gimmicks, no insane 2-a-day workouts, just dedication. Within 6 months, she had not only lost the weight, but regained her sense of self. Her story is proof that slow, steady, and healthy can still deliver jaw-dropping results. Christian Bale, the king of transformations. If Christian Bale had a superpower, it would be changing his body like flipping a light switch. This man has lost and gained more weight than a cast of reality TV contestants. For The Machinist, he whittled himself down to a frail 120 pounds. Then, in a matter of months, he bulked up for Batman Begins, becoming the definition of a superhero. His body has swung for roles like American Hustle, where he packed on pounds and a belly, and Vice, where he transformed into Dick Cheney with shocking accuracy. These aren't subtle changes, they're full metamorphoses. While impressive, even Bale admits it's not healthy or sustainable. It's extreme method acting with extreme consequences. Khloe Kardashian, built, not bought. Of all the Kardashian clan, Khloe has perhaps undergone the most publicly scrutinized transformation. After her split from Lamar Odom, Khloe turned to fitness, not for revenge, but for healing. She started working with top trainers, got serious about weightlifting, and began posting her workouts online. Over the years, she's not only slimmed down, but built serious strength, muscle tone, and athleticism. Her show, Revenge Body, inspired viewers to take charge of their own transformations. Say what you want about the Kardashian empire, but Khloe's fitness journey is one of sweat, determination, and genuine hustle. Gerard Butler, once a Spartan, always a Spartan. Gerard Butler became a legend when he yelled, "This is Sparta," with an 8-pack so defined it looked carved from marble. For 300, he underwent months of brutal training, weightlifting, sword work, and cardio from hell. The transformation was nothing short of mythological, but after filming Wrapped, Gerard admitted he let himself go, not out of laziness, but burnout. He had pushed his body to the brink and needed a reset. Years later, he got back in shape for Den of Thieves, but this time with more balance and sanity. The moral of Butler's story? You can look like a warrior, but it shouldn't cost your peace. Jennifer Hudson. Healthier, happier, stronger. Jennifer Hudson didn't just win American Idol, she won the long game. Over time, she dropped 80 pounds and kept it off, thanks to a mix of portion control, mindset shifts, and good old-fashioned discipline. From good disciple onwards, she became a Weight Watchers spokesperson. But unlike many, she walked the talk. She's been very open about prioritizing health over perfection. Her trick? Making her new habits part of her lifestyle, not just a temporary fix. And here's the kicker. She's not obsessed with the gym. For Jennifer, it's all about what goes into her body, not just how she works it off. Jake Gyllenhaal, built for battle? Jake Gyllenhaal's southpaw transformation is still one of the most impressive in recent cinema history. The actor, known for his lean frame, trained like a professional boxer, 2,000 sit-ups a day, hours of sparring, and a strict protein-dense diet. He gained 15 pounds of pure muscle and completely changed how he moved and looked. His training regimen was brutal, pushing his physical and mental limits. Jake admitted he needed a break after filming just to detox from the routine. But one thing's clear, he didn't just play a boxer, he became one. Kelly Osbourne. Finally, her own way. Kelly Osbourne has lived under a microscope since childhood, with her weight constantly a topic of cruel public scrutiny. But in 2020, she re-emerged with a massive transformation, dropping over 85 pounds and, more importantly, feeling in control of her life for the first time. She credited a gastric sleeve surgery as a jumpstart, but made it clear she still had to do the work. Daily walks, healthier food, and therapy helped her not only shed the weight, but change her mindset. Now she's outspoken, vibrant, and proof that transformation isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional too. Henry Cavill, not just a Superman physique. When Henry Cavill was cast as Superman, fans were skeptical, until he showed up with a physique that made even comic book characters jealous. He trained relentlessly, fasted cardio, Olympic lifts, sword training, and stunt rehearsals. Cavill didn't just play Superman, he embodied him, but he's also been honest about the toll it takes. Maintaining that body requires discipline that borders on monk-level asceticism. These days, Henry talks more about recovery, balance, and how even Superman needs his cheat days. Because let's face it, even Kryptonians crave pizza. If these transformations blew your mind, imagine what we'll uncover next. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another jaw-dropping glow-up. Hollywood may have its secrets, but we're here to spill every last one.